Seeing only what you want to see. You know, I have studied history. I'm not an expert, but I do like to research and like to look at things. And I've read a lot of books about slavery and the Jim Crow South. And what's really interesting to me sometimes is when you listen to the mentality that led to the Civil War. And it was, to put it in a nutshell, that there was a God-given manifest destiny for white Southerners to own black people. And they would even quote the Bible about slaves obeying your masters, not just with, eye service as pleasing men, but with the whole heart as in pleasing God. But these same people who are quoting the Bible didn't understand anything about what the Bible said, because the slavery that the Bible was talking about was a 7-year slavery, not a chattel slavery where you were in it for life. You were born into it, you died in it, and your children were slaves also, and your grandchildren, and none of that was part of biblical slavery. So they saw what they wanted to see. And they saw themselves in the Bible when there wasn't a white person in the Bible. Everybody in the Bible was of color. So again, they saw what they wanted to see, and they dismissed and disavowed and did not pay any attention to everything that was contrary or opposite to what they believed. And we still see that same problem today. The Southerners of the past said that the Northerners were crazy. They were going against the natural order of whites being supreme and blacks being inferior. And you see that same kind of mentality when we talk about patriarchy, when we talk about misogyny, when people talk about the natural order of men being on top and women being on the bottom. And again, they're dismissing everything that says that there is nothing at all that says that. Even the Bible doesn't say that. It talks about wives and husbands submitting to each other. It talks about the husband being willing to love the wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her, was willing to lay down his life for her. It talks about the one who is the leader being the servant of all. But all of that is dismissed. That leadership is servanthood. That leadership is sacrifice. And it becomes completely about control. So people see what they want to see. And they twist the Bible. They twist laws. They twist history to try to portray something that didn't exist. And when they can't twist it, they destroy it. We have records of universities all over Africa and the Middle East being burned, books being burned, other versions of the Bible and older versions of the Bible being burned, so that the one that we have seems to be the correct one, the right one, the official one, when it's just, in a sense, one of many. And we have these people, again, who are calling evil good and good evil, and acting as if that's the only way to see things, and anybody who's not seeing it that way is delusional, when they're the ones that are seeing what they want to see. And it's been this way for thousands of years, if not longer. It just makes me wonder, when are people going to wake up and just say, hey, it isn't what I was told it was, and I see through all the smoke and mirrors to see what is true and to see what is, and not just seeing what I want to see or seeing what I've been conditioned to see. May you walk in Zennergy. Seeing only what you want to see. I have studied history. I'm not an expert, but I do like to